welcome back to my channel. I'm filming today on Wednesday and this video is going to be uploaded next week. I just thought I'd film now, another impromptu video. I've got a few things I'd like to talk about. First of all, I've just come back from delivering a talk to a mixed group of parents and teachers and other professionals. I think I didn't count how many there were in the room. There might have been about, I think that's about 20. But I didn't count. I think that's what I was told. There was about 20 in the room. So I just basically talked to them about interests and the power of interest in helping motivate autistic people. And because I've written out the talk, I might actually do it, show you the talk at some point and maybe do a few videos on it. It'll have to be across several videos because I think the whole thing is about half an hour, and obviously my videos are in total no longer than about 20 minutes, both of them I mean. So I try to spend about 10 minutes in each video or so. So I'd have to do it in stages, but I think I might do that at some point so you can hear the talk as well. So I essentially just read out my talk and then they asked me a couple of questions at the end. It was good. I think next time I'd quite like to kind of find out a little bit of the audience members first, because I went in there without really knowing them, and it's quite interesting to find out, to go around the room, kind of finding out a little bit about each person or why they're there and their understanding of autism and stuff. So I might ask the person involved if that could be possible for next time, because I think that might be the experience a bit more interesting for me. And also, I would have quite liked to maybe stay a bit and listen to some of the other presentations that autism that were done as well. So I think next time I'd quite like to do that. I think I could have done that today. I think I probably would have been allowed to do that, but because it's like my first time and I was a little bit nervous, I just wanted to get afterwards. I was like, okay, I'm done now. But next time I'll maybe quite like to stay or come a bit earlier so I can hear some of the other presentations that were being done. Because I think I was the only autistic person there doing a presentation. But there's a few more lined up for next year, so I'm looking forward to them. So yeah, it got me out of the house anyway. A bit of a kind of, how can I put it? I was rather tired this morning. Yeah, it's not, that's kind of like my normal. Had a headache. Well, it was a combination of the fact I was tired and also the fact it was cold and light. And cold, for combination, those three things, when I'm tired, plus cold, plus light, always gives me a headache. So that was pleasant. It's gone now, thankfully. It was just this morning I had this headache, which is like, had to like plough on through that, but that's what I do. Funny enough, I'm not actually as tired as I was in the morning, funny enough now. I'm actually right now, which is weird. But yeah, it was a hard start. I think because my sleep was disturbed as well, and I always feel like crap when my sleep is disturbed. I was waking up earlier than I liked, and yeah, that always messes me up, so. And I was like feeling really tired, I was like, oh. Okay, funny enough, once I'd actually done the talk, I felt fine, so it was just like immediately after the talk. And when I arrived at the venue, that was a bit stressful because I didn't know exactly where I was supposed to be going either. I mean, I knew where the venue was because I'd done like a Google Maps beforehand, so I knew where the venue was, and everything. So that was fine. So I got there, but when I arrived, because I was supposed to be meeting the person outside the venue, and when I arrived, they weren't there at the time. I think maybe because I went inside, so probably we were both a little bit confused as to where each other was. But I think next time I'll just say that I'd prefer to be inside as opposed to outside, because outside also gets most smokers always outside, and yeah. So yeah, so I prefer to go inside. But I did find them eventually, so that's fine. And at first I was like, oh, because I was feeling like quite stressed, and then I wasn't quite sure if I was in the right place, but it all worked out fine in the end, and I did a good talk and I enjoyed it. And as a reward afterwards, I went and bought myself this little book. I've actually got a few of these. I'm not collecting the whole series. At first I wanted to collect every single one, but and I was a little bit obsessed about it, a bit like I am with the DK books, but I've decided I'm not going to collect literally every single one, because quite a few of them, although the pictures are really good, not obviously like not all of the recipes I would want to do or can do, but this one was on my list as one of the ones, and they're not like expensive. Well, normally they're about £2. For some reason, a place that sold this sold at £3. So first of all, should I get it when like some places sell it cheaper? But again, this particular one isn't always on sale. Like some other places I've been to, they don't always have it. and like I didn't really want to get it off Amazon because, you know, I'd rather just buy it. So I just thought, oh, you know, it's a little reward and like, you know, another Christmas present essentially. So I get it. But it's a good. I mean, these are nice little books. It's called Favourite Vegetarian Recipes. And you know, because they don't sell them where I live, so I can only really get them when I actually travel to other. It's usually kind of like touristy type places that sell them. So whenever I'm there, I'm always like having a look at them. But not all of them. Some of them don't really have enough recipes that I could do in them. But this one is Favourite Vegetarian Recipes by it's salmon. And they've always got nice like pictures in it, like as you can see there. They've got nice sort of like pictures in it and stuff. Yeah, and most of the recipes in here I'll be able to do. It's got like for example, because it's a vegetarian one, got butter bean hot pot, raw bean cannelloni, which I might do if I can get hold of cannelloni cheese. Carrot red onion soup, definitely. Cheese and broccoli pasta puff, which I might do as well. That looks quite good actually. Cheese, onion and herb plat. Cheesy sliced potatoes, definitely. It's got some interesting ones like a cheese and walnut roast, which looks very interesting in fact. It says grinds nuts, but it's got walnuts in it, and it's got wholemeal breadcrumbs and cheddar cheese grated. It's got onion grated. It's basically walnuts, wholemeal breadcrumbs, cheddar cheese, fresh parsley, hot milk, butter and English mustard. It's a cheese and walnut roast. You have to shape it into a round. Yeah, that's interesting. Cheese pudding, definitely going to do that. Cheesy biscuits, yeah, I might do that. They look good. I won't read all of them to you, but it's got a significant number in there that I can do, and that make this purchase worthwhile because there's some very interesting recipes in there actually. So it's always nice to have extra recipes to add to my repertoire because, you know, I do a lot of cooking, so you know it's worth it. Even for the good ones in here, it's worth it because there's always like interesting new ones. And I just love these little books with you've got some really nice just pictures in there. I just like nice little picture books, just nice. That's why I got that. I just thought it like a nice little reward. You know, you need to treat yourself after doing something stressful, particularly as my OCD was triggered as well, as it always is when I'm doing talks, you know. So I needed to treat myself, you know, just so it's like positive reinforcement, you know. So yeah, I'm back now, and I had a short bought sandwich for lunch. I never normally have short bought sandwiches, I normally make my own lunch, but again, you know, sometimes it's nice, and also a little bit of treat to myself. So I had Waitrose. What was it? It was a Waitrose egg tomato and salad cream sandwich. You know, which also I can make myself. I'll probably make it a lot nicer, but I just can't be asked to do anything after now. I'm too tired, so I just went and got that. It was nice enough, you know. And I also had a bag of Kettle, I'm getting a treat because I don't normally have crisps, a pack of Kettle black pepper. They're quite nice Kettle crisps, so that's what I had for lunch today. Okay, so I'm going to move on to video number 2 now. So that's a little bit about my talk. So I'm going to move on to video number 2 now because I would like to talk to you about some exciting news. So moving on to video number 2 now.